All right. Hello, viewers. Welcome to AED&D, where we all take turns DMing. And today I am DMing. My campaign is Powerless. It's a game where our players are heroes with powers. And with us tonight is Borg
Hi.
playing Sparkstorm, Manbear playing Frequency,
What up?
and and Kivnurgasplurgan
Howdy.
playing Sledgehammer Disco. And of course, me, the DM, Donnie Danger. And I'm not good at these icebreakers. Dan, Bork, you want to interject for a bit?
So I was really excited because some snow showed up. And it's actually stuck around for a couple days, and then we decided to jump back up to 50 degrees 2 days ago, and it all disappeared. And then everywhere else got dumped on snow, and I'm down here, and I'm like, but I want more snow. But it got dumped all north of me, so upsetting. I mean, all you guys experienced it, but
I have the fortune of living with my sister and my brother-in-law, and they have different sleep schedules than me. And usually when I wake up or come home from work, the driveway is already shoveled because they have to do that while I'm sleeping for the most part.
I hate you.
we'll get a better roommate.
I live with my mother,
And
and she's never going to shovel the snow.
yeah, my point still stands. I'm not saying that you should make your mom shovel. I just if you complaining, get it better.
Yeah. For me, it's like it snows while I'm like sleeping or at work, and they need to leave, and so like I'm not there. I can't shovel, and they wind up doing it. It's not like I can help. I'm usually not even present.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. All right. Okay. And now, without further ado, let's jump right in to last time on Powerless.
Woo!
And this is going to be one of those Cliff Notes type of things. Actually, this is going to be all off the top of my head because I didn't write anything. If you couldn't tell already. Last time on Powerless, Sparkstorm checked out the mall with Sledgehammer Disco, and they saw some balloons hanging out up front. With a bit of inspection, one of the balloons popped, a ticket fell out. Sparkstorm went to pick it up. It seemed to be a ticket for a carnival when he inspected it, very tiny font. But also upon picking it up, the outer layer kind of dusted and crumbled and turned to a kind of powder that Sparkstorm inhaled, really messing him up and giving him exhaustion. Sledgehammer Disco was also there, and he was very wary of the balloons in front of Funny Business because he knew it was connected to the entertainer somehow. He was right to be wary, except he wasn't able to stop what happened to Sparkstorm. Sparkstorm lived, but he is very exhausted and is probably going to look forward to sleep. They also, later that night, went to a reference that Sledgehammer had. He knew a retired super genius villain, former villain, called Jarhead. He specialized in bioorganic weaponry and stuff. He created things, living things. And they went to his house and had him check out the little imp thing that they found. Turned out he didn't know much more than they did and needed some time to analyze not only the briefcase shavings, he shaved some of the briefcase shavings off, but he would like some time to check out the imp as well. And jog my memory, did you leave the entire briefcase there with him?
Yeah.
All right.
He figured that the the room they were in, while it was metal, might not have been enough to contain whatever weird radiation signature this little fellow was giving off.
Right. Yeah, he explained that there was a signature it was giving off, and that the briefcase was lined with a different kind of enchantment than anybody was really familiar with. You know, while Sparkstorm had dabbled in dualium, this thing was lined with something called elementium. While they have interacted with things with elementium enchantments in the past sparingly, this is the first time they've really had a direct encounter with something like this. So it was an earth-based elementium, and Jarhead wanted more time to analyze that and see exactly what that enchantment was and why it was important to keep the little guy covered in this briefcase. It also became clear the little guy really didn't know much about the briefcase either. The little guy was under the impression a normal steel enclosure would keep him from being detected. So he was wrong about that, or at least not fully knowledgeable. He also explained that the person looking for him was the rest of him, as he vaguely described it. Much to the surprise of everybody present. And then he got tired and wasn't able to talk much more after that. And our heroes plan to visit Jarhead again later the next day, shortly after noon, but not before visiting the funny business shop located in the mall, breaking in and knocking some heads, finding out what kind of nonsense they're up to in there. So it can't be any good. As for frequency, he went to check on the sub, the state of it, to see, like, if the pirates had gotten it. And Riptide explained to him, not so politely, that, well, they were more or less convinced to buy it fair and square instead of robbing it, so they're going to have to wait a day until the shop opens at Red Ray's Fishing Emporium. At the Emporium, Red Ray's brother, Mo Ray, kind of operates the business, and he would be willing to sell the pirates a sub, but pirates don't like to do business fair and square or give up their treasures, so it did take a big convincing, and yeah, they told Frequency, yeah, it's gonna have to be a day late. It's gonna be a day late because of you. Yeah, Riptide wasn't happy. But yeah, neither was Frequency because he didn't know. He wasn't paying attention to store closing schedules and everything. And he took Barracuda over to his place, where they hung out, and Frequency was, kind of made more aware of just how much he's progressed power-wise, because while he was able to fight with Barracuda, she taught him stuff. Back when he first met her, they were pretty on par. Like, he's a lot stronger now. It's more apparent, a lot faster. And it's just become that much more apparent that, the threats they faced before are not really all that much compared to the things that they're facing now, and it's probably going to continue to escalate that way. A bit of an eye-opener for Frequency. Other than that, I think the party got ready for bed, and we're ready for the adventure next day. Sum it up. Did I miss anything?
The only correction is he wasn't with me when I got the balloon. It was he came back to pick me up at the mall when he did his crime stopping thing. And then I was going to get in the car and he told me to drop it.
Right.
Yeah, the inspection of the balloon was me shooting it midair.
Right.
I do have to get water. So I'm going to go do that real quick and then I'll be ready.
All right.
I should have done that before we started.
And as for you guys, we're going to role play a little bit. You guys are going to bed. Frequency, assuming Barracuda's sleeping with you or something, right? Frequency? Man Bear?
What?
You're sleeping with Barracuda, right?
Yeah.
And the Metamen are also there in the house. Okay, so you get
But
a
I
normal
don't-
night. Yeah, you get a normal night's sleep. For you, Sledge, you're walking to your apartment, and you're walking up the street, and you see kind of a homeless man in the alley, banging a jar, asking for donations and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Ask him if he's seen anything interesting while he's been out and about.
Anything interesting? Something a bit funny.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Well, guy walking past gave me some money. Can't remember how much, but the way the light hit his face, he was wearing makeup underneath. An odd thing to do at this time of day. I thought to myself, kind of looked like a bit of a clown.
Hand him $20. You remember which way he went?
He looks at the jar and his grin widens. Now that's real funny. That's exactly how much he gave me. And his hand starts shaking. He doesn't answer you.
That's fine. I take a few steps back. Thank him for his time. Thanks for your time, bud. Stay warm out there. And I continue on my way. I'm not sticking around for
Excuse me
whatever
again.
the fuck is about to happen.
As you begin to walk away, you hear him say, "He knows you're looking for him."
That's fine by me. Won't change anything.
And with that, you wake up and realize everything that happened there was just part of your dream.
Oh, cool. So I don't even have to spend that money.
Yeah, you get it back. Um, uh, Sparkstorm, are you back with us?
Yeah.
All right. As you begin to sleep, you kind of feel you're tossing and turning. It's a bit of a restless sleep, and next thing you know, you kind of feel like your sheets are wet. You open your eyes, and you're in a big top tent, the inside of it, and there's blood all around the floor.
Well, before I wake up and realize what's around me, being a high school kid, I kind of wake up and I'm like, "Oh, shit, not again."
How often
Okay.
do you wake up covered in blood?
No. He started that saying I woke up feeling wet.
Just your typical high school experience, just waking up in a strange place covered in blood. You know, that old shit.
Oh yeah.
I know, I partied. I get it.
I assess the I started to assess the situation. What I'm in a tent and there's blood covering me or all around me.
Yep.
Like, am I bleeding?
You pat yourself down. You notice that doesn't seem you have any wounds.
You got possessed.
Roll a perception check.
This music is just holding one note and it's weird. Oh, there we go. 9.
You don't notice that any injuries on yourself, but seems like there's a bit more blood on the floor than there was just a few moments ago.
Can I grab a light? Do I have a light next to me, or otherwise I'll make one?
The place is dimly lit by lights high up above, so it's like a big top tent. It's at least 4 or 5 stories high.
Oh,
It's a big ass tent, and you see from the rafters, up above, there are some light fixtures and stuff pointed down.
not like a camping tent. Like, okay, like an event tent.
Like a big old
Okay.
circus tent.
I take a look around. I'm like, I'm not alone in here, apparently.
You don't see any entranceways, doorways, or anything.
Do I?
And as you take a moment to look around, you kind of feel a drop on your head.
Is there a carcass hanging above me?
You look up and you see that the top of the tent is leaking blood. You hear a pitter and patter now that you pay further attention.
Well, I start by scooting out of the drop zone.
All right, you do that. Roll another perception check.
11.
It's not just that one spot. The entire tent seems to be under a rainfall of blood, torrential one, as the pitter and patter increases. You hear the drops splashing against the fabric of the tent from outside and more of it leaking inwards, dropping from above.
Can I assess on how real this is?
Yeah, roll a will save.
Will? Oh, God. Oh, I don't have the negatives. That's right. Net 20.
This is clearly a dream. You do remember going to bed, but it feels very lucid. Disturbingly so. Every sensation feels incredibly real.
Well, I know it's personally I know it's a dream, so I'm convincing myself that, and I'm more investigating on what I'm looking at everything with more of an investigation lens versus just a awareness lens type of thing.
All right. You choose to try and scout out the outside of the tent, or wait around and look around.
I want to make sure I don't miss anything inside right now. When you said there's no obvious doors, so
You take a moment to look around. Roll perception.
a 23 this time.
With a very level head, you start looking around. You do notice that the blood is rising at an alarming pace. It's now up above your ankles. And you do feel things kind of moving around, kind of like touching you with a bit of a firmness. Almost feels like grabbing. But you also look up. And you do notice a shadow, a figure, walking up and around the rafters above.
I'm ignoring what's on the ground at the moment. And I'm calling out to the person above. I'm like, hey! Hey!
That's it? All right.
Well, if to see, I'm initially seeing if they're turning, if they're like acknowledging me.
You see them kind of get right above you, and they drop a rope. You get a better look at them. It's hard to make out. He looks like he's wearing kind of a bit of a suit, a force suit, except it's got a bit of color. It's not the normal gray that you're accustomed to seeing.
Well, as they're dropping the rope, I want to call out, be like, hey, you might want to call a seamstress. I think you have a leak in your tent.
Not my tent. In fact, I've come to stop the show. You hear him call from above.
Sure. What show?
Not mine. Some hack runs this one. Not much of a fan myself. Now grab on. Then the rope drops down to where you are.
I cautiously grab the rope. Kind of more with just like one hand.
You feel the blood rising and things grabbing. And he kind of just looks down at you. What, you expect me to pull you up?
I assumed you had it hooked up to a machine. My bad.
And with that, you start climbing?
Right before climb, how certain am I that I have powers right now?
You feel like you don't have any powers. You feel like before you had powers, like you got 5 HP, no modifiers, no abilities.
Well, shit. All right, I start climbing up.
All right. And the figure up there continues to, secure the rope. And as you climb up, he holds out a hand. You reach out to grab it. By the way, before you grab it, as you look up, you see it is Killjoy, at least Killian Joy, as he appeared at your house that night before when he was looking for frequency.
Didn't he appear as like some weird like government agent?
That's how he looks right now. Yep.
I hesitantly grab his hand and let him help me up to the rafter.
Ah. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm not normally one to ruin a bloody good time, but I'm not a fan of this particular show. And he starts pulling the rope back up.
Well, who orchestrated this if it was not you?
Some bum called the entertainer.
Isn't that him?
No, the guy I'm talking to is Killjoy.
Yeah, isn't Killjoy the entertainer?
To be determined.
Oh, okay.
TBD.
Well, what? How am I here? How are you here?
Me? Trade secrets. You inhaled a bit of stardust.
Oh, I thought that was just pixie sticks. My bad.
May have tasted like it. And he licks his lips.
I did not consume it orally.
But anyway. I just came to make sure. Want to throw a wrench in this little cog here. Not what part of my little plan.
What would you have done differently? Besides not letting someone rescue the person they're trying to drown.
In blood.
What would I have done differently? Not play games like this. It's undignified. Unnecessary. He's putting on a show for somebody.
Is he, does he have his eyes on someone? Like a sweetheart?
Some people maybe. You are one of them. And now I took that from him. Now we're both in his, sights now.
I don't think I'm one of his sweethearts. But What do you mean in his sights? Is he watching right now?
In a way. He senses what's happening. He'll know tomorrow. You've escaped, and I had a hand in it.
What's in this for you?
Me to know, and you to never find out. If I have my way,
That doesn't help.
I've helped as much as I want. Now I just need to wait until you wake up.
I mean, I could just belly flop onto that, pool down there. That might wake me up.
Hey, would in more ways than you know. He raises an eyebrow as he says that.
You know stuff, but you're not willing to share.
No, obviously not. And he's tapping his foot impatiently. Do I have to slap you? Wake up already.
Sorry,
And you look down and you see the blood is rising. It's almost halfway up the tent now.
my brain is very active right now. I might take a little more than that. Maybe you could show up at my house again.
Plan B it is then.
How do we get out of here?
We're getting to that.
It's
Give me
gonna
a
be
second.
like a Pulp Fiction style adrenaline needle right to your heart.
I was thinking. I was getting to ask about a drop.
I don't know. Have you tried clicking your heels?
There's no place.
He's tapping his head like really impatiently. Yep, plan B. And with that, you wake up with a jolt. You hear a loud buzzing sound and a static shock run up your leg.
The old hand buzzer. I respect it.
Yep, you were sleeping on a hand buzzer.
I immediately look to see if I'm alone here.
Roll perception.
Well, yeah, in my room. Net 20. Wow, my rolls just
Nat
kept
20.
going up and up and up.
Yeah, you could tell that somebody was in here. There was tampering. In fact, the buzzer was hidden under your sheets to such a place where you wouldn't even notice or felt it until it was activated. You see that it was expertly stitched up and covered up. You can't tell how long ago, though. Clues just aren't there. So hard to tell. Whoever did this was meticulous in covering their tracks.
I sigh a heavy sigh, like, this is gonna be some problems. I'm gonna need some security.
Yep. You say that to yourself. And with that, you're awake. Sledge, you're awake. Frequency, nothing particularly disturbing happens while you're sleeping.
That's cool.
Yep. You're awake.
Is it like 4 in the morning? Like, is it still dark out?
You guys wake up pretty early. It's like 5 or 6 actually in the morning.
Oh, okay. I imagine I woke up in the middle of the night, like in a cold sweat.
You are in a cold sweat. I'll say that.
I just sigh once again.
Do you leave the hand buzzer inside your bed?
Did it do damage to me?
1d4. Let me roll. 1 damage.
Nice little tickle.
Bro, you need to like supercharge that sucker and get this entertainer full with it. A little bit of clown on clown, like
That's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, if it actually was enough to do damage, then yeah, I'm gonna grab it out. And you know, what's better than a prodigy genius or a genius prodigy than I find a new trinket and I immediately go down and take it apart to see how it ticks. So my parents would wake up, if I'm still here, my parents would wake up and I'm just out in the garage already, just doing stuff.
Right. You go out to
just like ask you how you're doing. Oh, it's all right. A strange man left a torture device in my bed in the middle of the night. You know, normal stuff that happens. Nothing to worry about.
I mean, your parents are probably still asleep.
Oh yeah, I'm saying I'm going out and tinkering with this thing for a couple hours, trying to see what I can make up with it before we leave.
Okay, I'm going to say you guys wake up earlier than frequency. I would say it's a half rest, but you got enough to get a full rest. But you are awake early. There's some disturbing dreams. You have some time to tinker with this thing. All right. Roll, I want to say engineering as you dissect it and figure out how it ticks.
Well, it's a gadget, right?
Yep.
That's advantage, right?
Yep.
2d20 d1, right? Or is it dh1?
I don't know. It's
28. It's d1.
okay. All right. You basically got this thing figured out. It's not super complicated, but it does have some interesting features. Besides just dealing a D4 on buzzing, electric damage. It actually has different settings. Yours was set to annoy, and you can see as you're digging around, rooting around, that there are certain switches and stuff that flick around. It's not software; it's a series of hard wiring and stuff that click around. So you see that there are higher settings, each with little tiny inscriptions. There's tickle, annoy, bother, and frustrate. Those are the 3 settings. Yours was on annoy.
I mean, while I'm there, I'm gonna, wire up a nice little battery pack with, handful of rechargeable batteries sitting around that I can just strap to my arm. And, put this on as a good old, hand glove thingamajigger.
Do you change the settings or keep it on annoy?
Oh, well, I'm gonna wire it up so that if it's plugged into the battery pack, it'll use the battery pack if it's on frustrating, but the other ones will act normal.
All right. Do you kind of rig up a harness and put it on your glove or attach it to your body somehow? So I'm going to have to actually use some resources to rig something together. Let's look at your inventory. You have something called scrap. No, you don't have.
I have a
anything called
battery
scrap.
pack that's small size, high efficiency.
Okay, you can use that. Do you have any loose wiring or objects that you can disassemble to produce that?
Probably in my garage.
All right.
I mean, it is like a home lab. I mean,
All right. You
when
go.
I made the gridometer, there's a bunch. I used a bunch of stuff, so I probably can Frankenstein this.
All right. You take some time into your garage. You find an old clock, uh, electronic one that was sitting around. Big old one. I don't know why I went to clock. But yeah, you disassemble that. You take some time disassembling that, producing some wires, and now you've got an electric glove with a weight of 1. You can add shocking damage to melee attacks or just shock on touch. But it does have a weight.
Okay.
We'll say the damages are 1d4, as demonstrated on Annoy. That's just free. And then Bother and Frustrate is 1d6 plus 2. Frustrate, 1d8 plus 3.
1d6 plus 2, 1d8 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it can be activated on touch. So it may not even consume an action, depending on how you utilize it.
Okay.
All right, yes. Now you got a hand buzzer gadget. That's pretty cool. You take some time. I'd say that's about 2 hours of tinkering. You had to disassemble some things. Sledge,
What's up?
you're awake a little early in the morning. You hear some crashes and thuds off in the distance. It's a commotion. You're pretty used to that in Century City, but you don't hear any lasers blasting or gunshots.
Walk up to the window, see if I can see what's going on.
You see a homeless man kind of trying to chase somebody away who took his his bucket of money.
Man, what the fuck has this place come to? I suppose it's always been like that. Still, what the fuck, man?
You are living in kind of the rat hole of Century City.
Well, that's because there's always work here.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
fire up the
jump up-
espresso machine.
Okay, you ignore it. All right.
Well,
Yep,
I'll deal with it in a little bit.
I mean,
Track
that's
them down.
fair.
I'm not much of a detective, but I'm a detective. Just don't tell them that.
And you hear buzzing from your police precinct. You know, it's your phone, your landline. I really don't know how police talk to each other in this time and age, but you know it's from your police chief trying to, bother you.
I suppose I gotta pay the rent somehow. Shit. I pick up.
Disco! You hear
Oh,
a
hey,
loud-
hey, no. They don't. No.
Oh, no.
To them, I'm Bruce McLean.
McLean!
Yeah, the whole thing, like, I have to be a cop when I'm dealing with them. The whole superhero
Okay.
thing, that's illegitimate. They can't know about that.
Right. That's fair. Damn it, McLean! We've been trying to get in contact for days! Weeks! Feels
My
like
car's
months!
extended warranty is fine. Sorry, I've been out of town for a while on some business. What's going on?
Lots going on. We got crazies in Brightsville. We got other
Yeah,
crazies
Brightsville, it's gonna be like that.
out of our jurisdiction, I gotta say, but a whole lot going on here since those guys crept up. You gotta
Yeah, I
report in.
noticed.
I'm giving you 2 days. I repeat, 2 days. Report in. Oh,
Give
your
me 2
ass is
days.
grass.
You've never been that generous.
Oh,
I must be doing
Well.
something right.
I wouldn't go that far, but I could tighten that leash a little bit. You're gonna mouth off like that, McLean.
What kind of relationship do you think we have? I'll be in 2 days.
Goddamn right. And he
Hang
hangs
up.
up the phone. Yeah, you hear him hang up the phone with a slam before you hang up, as if he's trying to race you to it.
Who slams their phone nowadays? That's a good way to break your phone.
An angry
Oh, come
police
on. You
chief
don't
from
remember
the
those
80s.
those chunky ass landlines? That's the
Oh, I
best part of having a
remember 'em.
landline phone. Just slam that shit.
Yep.
Can't do that with a cell phone. What do you do? Angrily hit hang up? It's bullshit. I miss it so much.
Yep, so you've been notified that you got to report in soon.
Yeah, he hangs up, I hang up, I'm like, shit, man, it's been a while since I had a lady over to tighten my leash. Back to the espresso machine.
All right. You got some time to hang out in your apartment before you got to meet up with Sparkstorm and presumably Frequency to meet up at Funny Business. So
For sure.
you turn on the TV.
No, it's just gonna be that megalomaniacal lunatic Colonel Carnage up in Brightsville. It's been the same thing the whole time I've been back. I'm gonna finish my latte. And I'm not even gonna read the newspaper. I'm just gonna head out and see what happened to that homeless fella on the street.
You finish your espresso. And I can't think of anything for you to do, so you head out as soon as you're done. And you see the beggar outside. He looks like the one from your dream. He kind of looks all torn up and, depressed.
How much do they get away with?
$40. 2 kind souls gave you that last night.
I'm gonna ignore that part. Shit, man. Did they say why they're... How low can this motherfucker be to be stealing from you, dude? I pull out $60 from my wallet here.
God bless, he says, and he bows, kind of backs away into the alley.
Oh, don't worry about it. But one last thing, which way did that motherfucker go?
Cross the alley over there, but might be long gone by now.
It's worth a shot. Take it easy.
I will, sir. I will.
And head across the alley.
All right. It's time for some detective work. Roll perception.
That's what I was afraid of. All right.
It could be one of your specialties, detective work, and then it wouldn't be so embarrassingly bad all the time.
Yeah, but that's not the kind of cop I am. I'm the car chase, jump over fences, street smarts cop. I'm not the notice things or find clues kind of cop.
I have people for that.
Yeah, that's what my partner's for. But they keep getting killed by this entertainer motherfucker. So I'm just sitting here like I can't detect shit. That's a 10.
You
can
notice
see
a
why I'm
knocked
so
over.
mad at this entertainer motherfucker.
You can notice a knocked over trash bin, and not much else. Whoever was running past was in a hurry, but it seems like they've gone away. But You do see some footprints, you know, in the rain from last night. They look like work boots. You put two and two together, this doesn't look like the workings of a villain, just a common criminal.
Just some bastard. All right. Let's see, what do I have? Not much. Well, that's the end of that investigation.
Yeah.
Again, I gotta stop having partners get shot and melted with acid and electrocuted and dropped into vats of weird chemicals.
Oh, right.
It's a
Police
pain.
chief was supposed to tell you that your new partner is Officer Orderly. Yeah, I forgot to bring that up.
That's perfect.
So you've been assigned a new partner over phone. You know his face from the precinct.
Officer Orderly. Is he like one of the seven dwarfs? Like Sledgehammer Disco and the seven detectives? Like what the hell?
He's a bit of a goof, very by the books kind of officer.
Better than Sneezy. I'll take him.
Yeah, Sneezy didn't do so well.
He was trapped in a saw trap with a giant pepper grinder. It was brutal.
Yeah, now you've been assigned Orderly. And you feel a bit guilty because he was always one of the good ones, and they don't do well when they're partnered with you.
They really don't. Although I get the feeling that he'll last a lot longer once this entertainer motherfucker is underground.
Mm-hmm. Certainly feels that way. And speaking of which, it's about time to meet up with everybody at the mall.
Well, he's picking me up.
Right. Yeah, I figure frequency is he's good. He can walk at Mach Jesus. I'm gonna go pick up Sparkstorm.
He can give you a car a run for its money.
The motherfucker can probably run across water. He's fine. I'm gonna pick up Sparkstorm.
I haven't actually tried that yet.
Damn, I have to create mechanics for running across water now.
Well, if like it'd be like those basilisk lizards with the big feet. If we give him some scuba flippers, I'll bet you he could do it. It would sound hilarious, but he could do it.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
I don't know if Discord filtered that out or not, but
Frequency.
I can see what you're doing with your mouth, and thank God Discord is filtering that audio out. For whoever has to hear the Audacity recording, I apologize in advance. That is going to be audio poison.
Oof.
it wasn't as bad as you think it sounded.
Yeah,
I mean, it
didn't
looked
seem...
like you were imitating the sound of like a dozen people slapping a vat of pudding.
Okay, you may have been more on point with that.
Okay, yeah.
That's some ASMR shit right there, man.
What's the opposite of ASMR?
Nah, dude, there's some dude out there that's gonna listen to that and just go to town.
There's people who are into electrocuted fish hooks. I'm just saying that this is like the opposite of a good time. What he did with his mouth was the opposite of a good time. That could have been phrased better. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
that could have been phrased a lot better.
All right. Oof. So you guys get to the mall. Everybody arrives to the mall, right? It's like what, 8 in the morning? Mall's open.
Yeah. While we're in the car, I go to Sledgehammer. Is it just me and him? Did you bring our friends along?
Sledge. Yeah. Did you pick up Gun Show and Bob? You want to leave them in? out of this?
I'll bring gun show. Bob's already half melted, and I feel like
Isn't he getting worked on?
When Sparkstorm gets around to it.
Yeah, when I have time.
soon. Yeah, he's got a packed schedule. You think with him, like the school being closed, like he'd have all this free time? No, no. Problem with being a child prodigy, you never have free time.
Truth.
So yeah, I don't want Bob to get milted further than he already has been. The rest of us can, for the most part, heal, except for the third detective they paired with me. That guy didn't heal for shit. But then again, industrial deep fryer accidents. What are you gonna do? Hard to bounce back from that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty rough what happened to you.
that's very true.
Ooh.
Well, while we're going there, I'm like, hey, so I had this weird dream. I think it was caused from whatever dust I inhaled.
There's a reason we're always telling you kids don't do drugs. Oh, you're talking the ticket. Yeah. No, there's a reason I freaked out when I saw the balloon. It's the same thing he does to whatever. Past the point, you don't need a lecture anymore. What happened?
I think I was in a circus that was filling up with blood. Was luckily able to climb my way out of it, but like it
Is it like
freaked me.
an ICP Guar double feature? Like what?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It was it was looked like a circus tent, but it was filling up with blood, and I was able to climb to the rafters quick enough.
I've been to concerts like that.
Anyways, I have this nice little. You know those zappers that like when the clown shakes your hand?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to do that with the car battery attached to it?
I usually just hit them with the hammer. You know how many of those things I've come across?
Well, you know this guy more than I do.
That's why I hit them with the fucking hammer.
So, like, in case you want to give someone a shock, do you want this? And I
look at it.
I show him the little like glove I have. Like what? Or I have it attached to, and I pull this little battery like attachment like that's clipped to my forearm, and I pull this out, and I'm like, yeah, it's 2 pieces. You just all you do is you turn this to the 3rd setting, and
There's a 25 knowledge roll. Do I realize this is not one of the entertainers?
Yeah, you take a moment to look at it, and you realize it doesn't have anything in common with anything you've seen from the entertainer so far. It seems like a pretty practical hand buzzer. In fact, there's no bells and whistles, nothing to give it flavor or color. Seems like it was designed with a purpose.
You've been in contact with a different clown. That's not one of the entertainers.
True.
Where'd you get that?
I was awoken by it, actually.
What in the Chris Hansen went down? Are you good?
Right now.
Do you want to talk about it? Are you?
Yeah, I was sleeping, and it shocked me to wake me up. I was taking too long, and
Are you sure you're okay? What the fuck was that about?
I'm still trying to piece that together, and I figured I would deal with that after we get done with this. Clown, you're clown first.
Shit, man, I gotta get the SVU in this. What the fuck?
uh, don't. I want to talk to Frequency first. Him and I know this other guy. So before you freak out, let us talk to Frequency about him first. But my point still stands. Picture the little handshaking buzzer that clowns use, but instead of it just, giving you a little there's a car battery attached to it. Does that interest you?
Not really. I'm not into gags. I'm more into smashing faces and putting holes in people. When the need arises, it's
Your sledgehammer's metal, right?
for the most part.
Would the shock travel through the sledgehammer, DM?
Yeah. Oh no, if
yeah.
you're asking me, I'm very familiar. You got to be careful. You're swinging that thing.
Yeah, I would say so, but I'd also apply a breaking point to the buzzer as well. So, it is a very small gadget. Any physical impacts tied to it or that it's a part of that go over 15 damage in one swing would destroy it.
Like if it's helping do more damage, it would
Yeah.
get destroyed.
Yep.
What if it's not helping do more damage? Is it just fine?
It's inactive and it's just fine. Yep.
Okay.
Wait, are you thinking of hooking this thing up to the sledgehammer?
If you wanted it, I figured you could.
You want to electrify the metal object that I'm holding. I have a few issues with that. I have one issue with that. I'm gonna go ahead and pass you up on this off. I appreciate it. Isn't electricity your thing? You know how that works, right?
Yeah, but I have a lot of it. Like, I mean, fine. I'll. Didn't know if you just wanted to if you're up and close and personal with this entertainer guy, you could give him a taste of his own medicine. But I could jump in there.
If I'm that up close and personal, I have the hammer.
That's true.
I appreciate the offer. Unfortunately, I am also susceptible to being electrocuted. Ask me how I know.
I chuckle. I'm like, well, I figured, you have the handle that's, normally padded, usually about something rubbery. You have your other hand that's, you could just poke a little hole in the other one and just.
I pick up the handle of the thing, though. It's knurled metal.
Yeah, I never looked at it this closely before. That's fair. Oh,
just ignore the blood.
When he picked me
like
up, when he picked me up, I actually put my superhero outfit in a backpack.
Oh, very discreet.
Well, I mean, I'm
All
going to
right,
be
we're gonna
going
put
to
you guys-
the whatchamacallit afterwards. I don't want to necessarily show up there in my superhero outfit. Because I already showed up there in my civilian clothes.
Well, and you don't want to get your good clothes covered in blood.
Yeah, that too.
People ask questions. God, do people ask questions? And the chief asks questions, and HR asks questions. There's a whole tribunal. It's a pain in the ass.
All right. So you guys get to the mall. You're walking out. You do hear something in distance. Well, it's a mall. There's a lot going on, but everybody roll perception.
Me as well.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay.
Ooh, a net 1 + 7.
Just a second.
Plus 78. I got a 19.
Another 10.
And Gun Show's there with you. He rolled a 16. All right.
Man, I got a couple days from now. I'm picking up that Seeing Eye Detective.
Right. All you hear, Sledge, is there's a bit of a kiosk where people are sitting down watching TV as you're walking past, and you hear, "I heard there was a tragedy in Century City last night," coming from the news. And Gun Show kind of seems really interested in looking at it.
And who's this talking?
You guys look over and you see it's Colonel Carnage again. You see a bunch of people just kind of like standing around and watching. Do you guys listen to him go off or just carry on?
I didn't notice shit.
You didn't.
Hey,
All right.
Sparkstorm, wait up.
Huh?
I just point at the TV. Just let's hear this guy out. Not hear him out. Let's see what bullshit he's going to spew.
And so he goes, "So, a tragedy has struck in Century City. Our hero was killed in the line of duty, and the villains who were caught chose death over capture. I understand a funeral will be held for the young man who lost his life in that battle." He shakes his head. "This is inexcusable. It fills me with grief and rage. Grief that we continue to fight against each other rather than to stand together as one. But it mostly fills me with an unspeakable anger at the state of things. There were heroes standing by, ready to assist. They were force agents. At any point they could have intervened, but they didn't. They believed the villains were soft, afraid of them, that their presence alone would keep things from escalating. They were clearly wrong. They stood and watched their comrade die before lifting a finger. Force is to blame for the state of affairs. They have turned our struggle into a show. For too long, the battle between heroes and villains has been little more than a performance. The heroes have fought for the adoration of the masses, never believing their lives were in jeopardy. The villains only ever fought for basic needs, such as food and money. They have all grown soft. I aim to harden my allies and foes alike, with a taste of true combat. Yeah. The heroes of Century City have learned their lesson. They know that we no longer fight to live, but now we live to fight. If only the heroes of Brightsville had such ample time to learn this lesson." And with that, the camera pans out, and you see the wall behind him is decorated with bloodied capes. And Colonel Carnage pulls a helmet out from behind him. It's dented. Roll in knowledge, everybody, as you look at the helmet.
17.
Yep.
25.
Jesus.
It's his thing.
I have brains.
Your bonus was my whole roll.
Yeah, I had an
Frequency?
internal chuckle when I heard your roll. I heard your roll as I was looking at my bonus. I'm like, oh yeah. Okay. Frequency.
Frequency, are you there?
Yes.
Roll knowledge.
Did you hear anything I just said?
Somebody died.
Okay.
Roll knowledge. There's a helmet that needs to be identified.
Will this be my old knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, no,
nine.
just normal knowledge without it.
Okay. So I don't get the
The advantage, no.
advantage, but I still get plus 14.
It's a pretty crazy modifier. Yep. So you all recognize it. Sledge, it hits you harder than the others because you recognize that this was a hero named Bright Bullet. He had a very distinct bullet-like helmet, and Carnage holds it in front of him and crushes it within his hand. You see that his cape is amongst the bloodied ones on the wall behind him. And with that, the channel tunes out.
I just kind of scoff and go, "Hey, glad I don't wear a cape."
No capes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill this motherfucker. Oh well. He'll have to take a number. Entertainer first.
I pat Disco on the shoulder. I'm assuming I kind of just arrived behind them, considering they were all distracted and talking, and I ran in on my own. And I just go, we'll get him eventually.
I give him a pat on the shoulder. I'm like, and I don't really say much.
And then I'll just out loud say, okay, to summarize this motherfucker's speech, force or pussies, agreed. And he thinks that the hero is dying or force's fault, which is such a stretch. He's gonna pull something. It wasn't force that melted Sleet's head.
No, but it was Force that initialized this whole hero movement. Weaklings shouldn't be picking fights.
While that may be true, it was one of that prick's men who killed a friend of mine. All Force did was stand by. Granted, that's enough to put them in my book as pricks, but not murderers. And fighting to survive, they were stealing that weird, melty guy in a briefcase. That's not survival, that's weird shit.
So was this where you were yesterday, or was this in Brightsville?
What part? The guy whose head got melted?
The incident he's talking about.
Yeah, that was where I was.
Oh.
That was the reason I was covered in blood when I picked you up from the mall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
Yeah.
that was the reason I was covered in other people's blood. The blood that was covering me, that was mine, was from some half motorcycle, half man guy. That motherfucker hurt, dude. Anyway, we got a clown to murder. Ain't that right, Gun Show?
That's goddamn right.
And then I turned to Gun Show and Sparkstorm and Frequency. You probably already know this, but this entertainer prick is a huge fan of acid, poisons, and convoluted traps.
Actually, no,
So-
I don't know much about the Entertainer. Well, before I say that, I want to do a knowledge check to see how much I actually know about the Entertainer, because I don't remember. 18.
There's nobody in your world called the Entertainer, not that you
Thought
knew
so.
of.
Thought so. Actually, so yeah, I go, actually, no. The clown I had to fight was named Killjoy, and he's part of your guys' timeline, too. But he's a bit nuttier here than he was back in my timeline. Other than that, never fought an Entertainer.
This is out of character. I'm assuming the Entertainer is what happens when you feed Killjoy after midnight or get him wet.
This is kind of what I'm imagining as well, to be honest.
Alright. Anyway. So yeah, like I was saying, acid, poisons, and convoluted traps. That's this guy's whole deal. Well, that's most of his deal. He also loves killing detectives.
Look at him and go, you picked the wrong line of work then, dude.
What are you talking about? I'm a cop. It's all my partners that got killed.
Do you have to be a detective to be partnered with a detective?
I was never good at the whole detecting part of being a detective. I'm more the chase a motherfucker down and kick his ass part of the team. I'm not great at finding clues. It's a whole yin and yang kind of thing. I pull my own weight. I'm just not observant, as the chief likes to say when he's being friendly. When he's not, he just calls me a dumbass.
Yeah, sounds like the chief.
All right. So where'd you get that balloon?
Oh yeah, it's upstairs, right about here. And then I go, hey, so frequency. I wanted to play a prank on Gun Show here, but then as I was walking to the as I got to the car, this one here had a not necessarily a panic attack, but he freaked out, told me to let go of the balloon, and then popped it, and then stuff happened, and I inhaled something I shouldn't have, and I had a very weird dream I have to talk to you about later.
Okay.
But that was the short.
Get your near-death experience followed by a vision quest? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, right here. This is oh, by the way, we passed a shop that apparently Harry has contacted me, and I'm trying to set up a trade network. So that was my day yesterday.
Yeah, I'm a follow your lead, but I'm gonna be walking in first.
I mean, I stopped as soon as we got to the door.
All right, so you guys are standing outside the funny business shop.
Yeah, trying to
Yep.
draw short straws.
Oh, I'm going in first. I watched 5 good detectives and one all right one get melted by this motherfucker. I'm not about to watch a kid get annihilated.
Oh, please, I don't want to
All
go
right.
in first. I was going to send Gun Show in.
Real quick, Sledgehammer, roll knowledge just for shits and gigs as you come across the store and you actually see it.
That's not good.
That's another 17.
You don't remember this shop ever being here. This was just kind of like a corner, you know? This is like a real estate that was waiting to be bought out. This shop has to be new.
As if he couldn't be any more evil, he's also a land developer. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. Yeah, nah. It's got the balloons, it's got the decor. I recognize his whole shtick. I could smell this motherfucker from a mile away. This is him. I look around. Is there anybody around that looks like they're going to be disturbed by the sound of gunfire?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's like some people walking around up here, mostly going to this shop over here, this electronics store. Some
Ah,
they look pretty well to do.
it's I grabbed the radio. Oh, hey, I'm on a case right now. My car is backfiring, so if you get any calls about like gunshots, it only sounds like that. It's actually my car. I gotta take it into the shop, get that fucker repaired. And I shoot the hinges in the lock and kick the fucking door open.
Right. Yeah, you do that. You hear kind of some shrieks in the distance.
Just shout, car trouble!
And you guys all just kind of walk into the building?
Well, I walk in first looking for booby traps and acid vats and laser tripwires and
Yeah, I'm waiting on him.
playing cards and balloons and jacks, slinkies, the little teeth that chatter when you turn the key on them. I'm looking for...
I always call those chatterboxes.
Yeah, I'm looking for like packs of circus peanuts. I'm looking for like, I know this motherfucker's deal. I'm looking for any of his usual bullshit, along with
Place
some of
yourself-
his unusual bullshit.
Okay, very far right on the map, I want you to place yourself here.
Ah, okay.
Are we doing that yet, or just him?
Did you guys want it? You guys can be there for it. You're right outside the door.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there. It's just I'm waiting for him to give the okay to go in the place.
You guys are all standing right outside the door.
Excuse me.
Sledge, you walk inside and see this creepy ass looking animatronic
You might
clown
as well
sitting
just-
down.
Blow the entire fucking thing up.
You see a computer terminal over here.
I agree with you on one hand about blowing the whole thing up. That would be easier if this guy didn't take hostages.
That is a good point.
Guarantee you there's like 5 innocent people in this place.
Nobody's. Well, no, frequency wouldn't say that.
Occasionally they're still alive. Usually they're just there to make you look bad. Say you level a place because
Why
there's
does
some
this
that
sound
so
like a
little.
movie I've seen?
Demolition Man?
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Demolition Man. All of these are just titled as being by a guy called Kevin McLeod.
Oh, no, the whole hostage thing.
Yeah, what he's
The
describing
beginning
is
of
Demolition Man.
was
Oh.
Simon Phoenix had a whole bunch of
Fantastic
hostages
movie.
in this warehouse, but they were already dead. That was the whole thing. They framed him for the cop for murder, and
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's on my to-watch list, though.
I actually
dude,
just added.
definitely check out Demolition Man. It was so fucking good.
I actually
It's a
added.
great movie.
I added it to my Plex just recently. Another reason why I love that movie was this guy on YouTube. He's called Fat. He does it's the Fat Electrician, but he has a second channel. It's the Fat Files, and he just like investigates companies, and it's like, and surface level. This is just like it was like Little Caesars, and you digged it into the history of it, and he's just, this guy's fucking unbelievable, and whatever. And one of those
The guy's a saint.
yeah. But anyways, one of them they did was Taco Bell, and he was like,
Hell yeah, all restaurants are Taco Bell.
yeah, and he was just like, yeah, and probably one of the greatest movies ever, Demolition Man. Taco Bell went to them and said, there's a huge restaurant fast food wars, and Taco Bell won.
Franchise wars.
So now
Yes.
all the restaurants, like they paid to have Taco Bell be the only restaurant in the future. Like they went to the movie like, here's some money. You're only promoting Taco Bell.
Although, have you seen what Taco Bell's like in that movie? I'd definitely go in the sewers and have a rat burger before I
Same.
eat that version of Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah, but also another homage to that movie is have you played Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
If you, I haven't played it, but I did see posts online that if you go to certain bathrooms or whatever, you see 3 seashells in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Fucking excellent.
I literally saw that on
rules.
Twitter, and I'm just like, someone's like, hey, let me know if you know where this is from, and it was like right next to the toilet. It was 3 seashells, and I just died laughing.
Guys. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I
how to
know
use
about-
the 3 seashells.
I laughed so hard. It was the kind that like Katie looked at me very confused, like, what the hell are you talking? Are you laughing that hard? Anywho, distractions.
Yeah.
All right. So, Sledge, your favorite part: rolling perception checks. You walk inside.
Oh, buddy. 14. Hey, that espresso's
Not
kicking in.
bad.
Okay. So you walk up, and you don't notice much. You do notice the computer terminal for one, not hard to miss. But you do notice also that the dowel thing kind of has a zipper on it, too.
Yeah, is it breathing?
You can't tell not until you get closer.
No, the 14.
Do it.
Do
Unzip
what?
it. Unzip it. Do it.
Unzip.
Unzip it. Do it. Do it.
Shit. I look over my shoulder. Any of you have an umbrella?
Nope.
I-
Not really.
I pull out like the thing I used to fly. I have this metal disc.
Is there a way you can replace that if it melts?
I mean, I didn't put too much into this, so sure.
Oh, shit.
Alright, I kind of hold that in front of me like a shield and I unzip the clown thing.
You zip down underneath the fabric. Seems to be a metallic sort of body. Roll perception again.
Oh! Okay, I was worried it was a hostage. Rolling perception. 19. What the fuck?
This isn't just a
Must have
normal
been
animatronic. It looks like a Metaman underneath this fabric, or at least
Is
the
it one of my
internals.
Metamen?
I don't know what you said, but it sounded like a tongue twister. What?
Is it one of my Metamen?
Oh.
Like,
Well,
does
Sledge-
Frequency have a reason to get personal with this now?
Sledge, for one, you would have to let everybody know what you just saw.
I mean, once again,
Well,
phrasing.
God, sometimes.
It's not a flesh and blood person, but it does look like a Metaman. I don't. Has he taken Metaman hostages before?
So yes, actually, you know this. You don't have to roll. Gunshow was hired by the entertainer, to traffic Metamen to the real world. That was the
I was
whole reason
wondering
he
why
was
him
there.
and Bob got along so well.
Oh. I don't know that, but real world me is interesting.
Look, it's fine. Gunshow's turned a new leaf. Him and Bob are like, I don't know. They're close. I'm trying to think of another example of people like that where like they have a very unique relationship, Gunshow and Bob.
Yeah.
I really can't think of anything else like it.
They hit it off really well, that's for sure. But yeah, you can see that this looks to be the body of a Metaman underneath, but it doesn't seem to be reacting or doing anything as you unzip it.
I look over my shoulder. Either of you guys skilled at working with Metamen? So the guy in here doesn't look like he's doing so well. I'm not sure if he's still alive. I can check for a pulse, but they don't typically have those.
I walk up and take a look.
Right, Sparkstorm, you enter the store. Does anybody else stay behind?
Following it.
Okay, everybody's inside the store. You take a look and roll engineering as you look upon the body of the Metaman.
I was just picturing Gunshow cowering by the door. It's just like, will you come in for a Gunshow snack? And I toss him a bullet.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Yeah, he runs in, takes the bullet off the ground. Oh shit, you got me. That's enough for you to realize, Sparkstorm, that this thing has around the neck, the base of the neck, even though the helmet seems to be securely fastened to it, the clown-like mask, around the base of the neck, there is a port for MetaMen to connect to things. It seems as if it has a bit of a modified port. It shapes as if something's supposed to slot into it. But as far as everything else you know about MetaMen, it seems very inactive.
It looks like it's different than Bob's, right?
Yeah. And now, since you all have entered here, you can all roll perception checks. Except Sledge.
Hey, I got my 19. I'm not doing better than that.
Nat 20.
Alright. You notice quite a few things. Alright. You notice that the door, for one thing, okay, you notice a secret opening under the desk. You also notice that there's a camera in a corner looking at you guys. You also notice that there was some rigging around the door to make sure it closed, but the door was shot and destroyed.
Yeah, you think I'm falling for that one twice? It's not my first time dealing with this brick.
I'm like, okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
You do also notice one more thing. There seems to be the frame of the door seems metal, even the door, though the door itself was wood.
Well, guys, I have some good news and bad news. I can't really think of the good news right now, but the bad news is I have a feeling that if we try to leave, we might get electrocuted. The frame of the door is metal. Who's to say what they're gonna use that with? Also, we're being watched, and I casually just like point at the camera being non-discreet, or being discreet.
Oh, I immediately shoot it. Into the radio. Car backfired again.
Alright. You say that into the radio. And yet you do hear outside the mall is oddly silent, as if it has been evacuated.
Honestly, that's smart.
As I'm sitting there, like, I was going to try hacking into the camera, and then all of a sudden I hear the gunfire, and I turn to see him, and the camera just exploded, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, just blowing the smoke out of the barrel, reloading.
I'm like, well, never mind that one. Hey, there's this, there's a compartment in the desk.
You reach into the compartment?
Should I open it?
If he takes a step towards it, I grab his shoulder and be like, hey, were you gonna touch that with your flesh and blood human hands? Have you not been paying attention?
No, no, don't listen to Donnie. He's jumping the gun. I said to you guys, hey, there's a compartment under the desk.
Okay.
I said that, and then he's like, oh, you're opening it. I'm like, oh, the wall on there. No, I'm not opening
Slow
this.
your roll. Yeah. As paranoid as you think you need to be, crank it up a few notches. Because holy shit, this guy's a prick.
Well, you're the one who went in first, so I figured I should tell you, hey, there's something else to check out. I'm not touching anything. I'm more of a distance guy.
You'd make a great detective. You'd make a great detective. For the love of God, don't become a detective. I don't want to see you die.
I just laugh.
That just seems to be what happens to him. I am tired of going to funerals. Although, there's another one I gotta go to now. Shit.
But yeah, there's a There's that there.
Yeah, the compartment was down here. I'll ping it. Can I see that little thing unhinged down there?
Mm-hmm. Now, what sort of door does it look like it has?
It looks like kind of a
Slide.
grate that was
Okay.
loose. Almost intentionally loosened to draw attention to itself.
Yeah. Which means poison gas. It's fucking always poison gas with this prick. Door's still open. Hey, I turn to Frequency and Sparkstorm. Either of you resistant to poison? Wait, I'm resistant to poison. You two go wait outside real quick. I'm gonna go poke this thing. You two gun show.
I'm fine with that.
Ugh.
Everybody kind of stands outside.
I wait till gun show leaves before I start walking outside.
All right,
I
gun
don't
show
go
leaves.
all the way outside. I wait in the doorway.
Okay.
Oh, if this goes pear-shaped, I'm bowling you over. You don't want to be... Well, you can get out of the way. You're quicker than shit. Never mind.
Well, yeah.
Forgot
So
who I was talking to for a second. You're never in the way if you're Frequency. You're just gone.
gun show is he walks
Actually, wait,
out
I have
when
an idea.
he
I
walks
wait,
out
I have a wait,
safe.
I have a-
I follow behind him.
I have a wait. I stop him from poking things, and I cast invisibility on the front of the cabinet so we can see through it.
Oh, you're thinking now.
It was kind of a loose metal grate. But you cast invisibility and it's still dark behind it.
How is it? Shine! You got a flashlight.
Of course I have a flashlight. I'm a cop.
Shine your flashlight in there.
Just
All right.
a cartoonishly large mag light. And just, boom, turn it on.
All right. You shine the flashlight in there and you do see roll perception.
It's one of those, like, the flashlight's bigger than 2 horse cocks, but it's dimmer than shit because it's a fucking 80s mag light. You want me to roll perception?
Yep, you're looking in. It's brightly lit.
I mean, Frequency's right there, right?
Yeah.
You get down with them and you look.
I only say that because, well, 14, that's not too bad.
You do see kind of like this.
I have a 19.
You see this key-shaped thing kind of sitting at the back, and you do see that the edges of the inside of this grate look like they're aligned with something sharp.
Oh, a saw trap. Refreshing. Nice to see a change of pace from the entertainer. God, I hate this motherfucker.
How can we open this without losing a hand?
Yeah, turn to Frequency. You got any other magic tricks?
Hey, what you guys looking at in there?
Is invisibility
It sounded like
not
it was
good enough?
It sounded like it was dismissive. I mean that legitimately. That was incredibly helpful. Thank you. Do you have any other magic?
Hey, what are you guys looking at in there?
There's a key-shaped thing in universe, but we know what a saw trap is.
No, but there's a movie called I
Copyright.
want to say, yeah, Rip. You guys have a series of cheesy movies called Rip, where some guy
Okay.
sets up ripping traps.
There's a rip trap.
So
Jesus
dumb.
Christ.
You guys are in a rip right now.
Look, I get it. I do not have enough money to be sued. I get it. So, like, yeah, no, it's a rip trap for sure. Lawyers stand down.
It's metal, right?
Yeah.
I walk up, like I walk back as like the poison's not there, and I kind of like bend down to look at it. One, do I see like an obvious like deactivation thing that like I can reach around the back of this thing and like hold the string from letting it go?
You don't see any obvious deactivation thing. It looks like it's just kind of this compartment with a key at the back of it. And of course, the edge is lined with these sharp objects inside. You can't see anything, but it does look like a mechanical contraption. If you disassemble the desk, you might find what it's wired to. You might even be able to destroy the desk.
Too much time. I go grab that metal disc that I gave to Sledgehammer just before, and I put it up to the grate. I use my magnetization on it, and then I slowly pull it out so that anything metal that was within, I don't know, a couple inches of the grate is magnetized to the thing and won't move.
So the
Smart,
grate,
okay.
the key, 30 aid syringes.
Everything's
whole
on the
thing.
other side of this metal disc that I have.
Okay.
All right. That's pretty smart, actually. So you put a magnetized object inside to pull out the key without putting any body parts inside.
I always gotta pull up everything. Like anything metal that's in there is now attached to. Basically, I turn this disc into like a giant magnet, like electromagnet, and anything that's metal there just kind of. I'm like pulling the entire thing out of the slot.
All right. You do hear the metallic components inside the desk, and there are some kind of wince and creak at the pressure of the magnetism, but they hold firm. But the metal key, you hear a cling as it, gets sucked up and attaches to your magnetized object.
I'm pulling this thing back at like a millimeter a second, if that. And like I'm like trying to crouch behind it, and I'm pulling it back. I'm like, did it work?
So far, it feels that way as you're slowly pulling back.
I just,
Nothing seems to
I'm
activate.
there just like, keep going. Good instincts. Keep going.
I'm assuming that
I
like
can see the head.
I'm assuming that like Sledgehammer is like off to the side as I'm cowering behind this like metal disc.
Oh, I am absolutely prepared to tackle you out the door if anything goes wrong.
And so like I get like about a
If
foot.
I hear a hiss, if I hear a pop, if I hear anything out of the ordinary, I am tackling you out the door.
And yeah, so like I get about like a foot away from it, and then I stop. I'm like, is this far enough? Like
A foot away.
I started like flat up against the thing. I was trying to pull the grate off too, but like whatever comes with it, I moved back like a foot, and I'm like, are we good?
Yeah, the grate cover does come off. It doesn't seem as if it was terribly stable attachment to begin with, but the key is attached as well. Whatever mechanism was inside there did not activate.
Well, I'm asking them because I can't see, so I'm asking him if I'm far away. Like I figured
Yeah, is he
Sledgehammer.
far enough away that is the key outside of the
It is.
rip trap?
Well,
Okay.
I'm a foot behind, a foot outside of it, so behind out.
Since fucking Bach Disco is ready to tackle Sparkstorm, I just kind of reach up and plug the key off his thing, because I'm assuming Disco is paying more attention to Sparkstorm than the key.
All right.
Well, that and your hand moves like a hummingbird's wing. I doubt I even noticed it until the key was already gone.
Unless anybody wants to try and stop you from doing that, Yeah, that's what you do.
Just like
Do we have a
all of a
choice?
sudden the key isn't there.
Am I done? Is this?
Yeah, I hold up the key and I go, yeah, we got it.
Oh, that's what you wanted. And then I deactivate the main system. The like grate just falls and clangs on the ground.
All right. And with
Along
that,
with razor blades coated in every disease known to man, and a few known only to apes.
oh boy. So you got the key. Sparkstorm, your perception was really high when you looked at the MetaMan, and you can tell this key looks like it's made to slot into it.
Oh, great.
Well, I'm glad I'm not hooking my gradometer up to this thing. But I believe the key goes in here.
Frequency being frequency, I walk over and I put the key in.
Hey. I don't know. If I have any time to say no, I say no as many times as I can.
I still
This
put the
dude
key
is
in.
No,
dressed up like a clown.
So I
He
have
has
to
been
ask,
programmed to murder.
is everybody inside the room?
Except Gun Show.
Everyone except Gun Show.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, as soon as you click the key, roll reflex as lights pop up on the clown's eyes.
You know, it's funny is you guys have been talking about how awesome and fast and everything in frequency is. My reflex save is not all that great.
Yeah,
I
but
think
when
we
you're
should chalk
trying
that up to
to.
hubris. I
Actually,
think you're
if
so
anybody wants to,
confident in your own speed that you don't actually process threats, because, like, well, what can catch up to you?
I will say, if anybody really wants to physically stop frequency, I could have him roll a reflex save.
I would like to, because what the heck? Why would you do that? No, have you not been listening to me? What is my reflex? +3. Ugh.
Oh, mine's
Frequency.
better than yours. I'm getting there.
I am not trying to stop frequency. I'm just.
That is a 12. I
That's
got
a
nothing.
21.
All right. Everybody roll reflex. The outcome is the same. He gets it in as you guys rush to stop him. The lights
24.
13.
behind the eyes of the MetaMan light up. And with that, the frame of the metal door reveals that it had a secondary set of iron bars that closes. The floor underneath you opens up.
I got a 24.
Okay, frequency, you're able to hold on to something as everybody falls down into a chamber below you. Everybody
We
else is
haven't
free to
rolled
roll.
theirs yet.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 13.
Yep, you fall.
I rolled a 12, unless this is a new reflex save.
This is a new
What do you
reflex.
It's a new one for you, but I rolled mine before you tried to stop it.
It's an 18.
You're holding on as the floor opens beneath you, and the MetaMan and Sparkstorm fall underneath.
Can
The
I
iron door.
go ahead?
The door has the metal frame closes with a secret set of iron bars. Gunshow kind of runs up trying to open it. Seems as if it's very firm. And with that, you can see that the ceiling actually starts slowly lowering as well.
Can
I turn to frequency. What did I tell you about convoluted traps?
Well, the best way to get out of traps is to trigger them.
What? Are you new to this?
Slightly.
No, the best way to get out of traps is to not get in them. Man, what the... Where did you go to school?
You can't tell me you weren't curious.
Curious? No, that's a fucking murder bot. What do you mean curious? This is my first rodeo. It's at least my... How many partners have I lost? It's at least my 7th.
Well, speaking of murder bots, it did kind of fall down with Sparkstorm. We should probably get down there.
Motherfucker. Yeah, I let go of what I'm holding on to.
Okay, you guys let go.
hold on. I haven't even been able to ask. As I'm falling, can I have the... I never drop the disc I have. I mean, that's my personal flying one. Can I activate that and not hit the ground? I don't know how far
Yeah.
I'm falling.
Roll reflex to use that in time to break your fall.
14.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, you break your fall and you don't take any damage.
I'm. However far I fell, I'm hovering, and I start to float upward. Or, like, not ground adjacent.
Alright.
Do we
And
go
with that, you guys are down here now. This is where you guys are. You guys all fell down here. Since two of you passed reflex were able to grab something instead of straight dropping, nobody takes fall damage. Sparkstorm, you broke your fall. You don't take fall damage. Gun Show is stuck outside. And this is the clown thing that you act.
What do I roll to land hammer first on this clown robot?
Not a bad
Reflex
idea.
again.
Like I said, it's like my 7th rodeo at least. Reflex, that's +3. It's a 22.
Yeah, you get
Nice.
basically an opportunity attack, reflexive attack.
And so, does that count as my to hit, or do I still have to roll to hit?
Can I
That's your chance to hit. So
Hold on.
you get it roll to hit. Oh, what's up
Okay.
frequency?
do I notice that he's coming, guns a-blazing, hammer down?
Roll reflex and perception
No,
at the same time.
I just want to notice if he's doing it. Like, I want to see. He did let go before me, so, like, do I see him going, like, fucking judo chop with his giant sledgehammer?
Just
Yeah.
like Mad Max Fury Road witness me leap towards this clown robot.
Pretty much. Like, am I seeing that?
Sure, I'll say why not, actually.
Okay,
You
well,
look
then
down and you
when
see
he's-
him.
When he's falling, I want to cast air control. But instead of slowing down, I actually want to make it so the cold air is above him and pushing him down to give him more momentum to do more damage.
Oh, boy, I don't know how I'm going to make that work. Let me look at your air control skill.
Right now it just says creates a cold air current and slowing projectiles. But a cold air current behind somebody who's falling would essentially push them down.
I'm floating there, and all of a sudden, I start, like, bobbing. Well, turbulent shit!
Yeah, pretty much.
And his gun show, or his sledgehammer just like, vroom.
For being creative, I'll let you do it. And the damage to that, what does it normally do?
It doesn't really do damage.
Okay.
No, he's just trying to give
Power
him
save.
a bonus to.
Yeah, I'm just bonus to his damage. Like, I'm
Would it
increasing his
be-
momentum.
Could we consider it like adding distance to the fall, thereby increasing the fall damage that would be added to the attack?
Basically.
Sure.
It would make, like,
Right.
a 10-foot fall be, like, 15 feet or something.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Does a
first,
17 hit?
It does. Roll damage.
Alright. How much extra does it do?
Well, I'd say you deal a D10 plus 5. I'll say that for basically slamming down from what's
Is that
effectively
on
a high
top of the
position.
normal damage, or is that
Yeah.
the replacement? Oh, okay. So that becomes a +8, and that becomes a D10. 24 points damage. All right.
All right. You swing down.
Teamwork makes the clown die.
The thing is severely fucked up and mangled immediately as you land on it. And it just says, "Hello, friends. Welcome to Tomfoolery's Funny Business."
Now, this is up to you, obviously, as DM, but I would have dropped down after him and seen him land on this clown. Can I, like, fucking... Hold on, let me look at my skill set here.
Dodge disco and then land on top.
I was thinking, but that'd be too hard. I'd probably end up impaling Disco. Basically, the only thing I'm gonna be able to do is I just want to, you know, set the fucking clown's head on fire with my hot cold.
All right. Do you have any ability that would actually do that?
Hot cold.
All right. Your hot cold does not.
It's in and of itself is a ranged attack. I just never use it that way.
All right. It does not light things on fire, but you can use it to deal damage. So yeah, you can go
I
ahead
have
and
fire
do that.
starter. I have fire starter.
I'm just
Fire
picturing
starter
the
is
clown
a mob.
face like burning and melting away to reveal the T800 underneath. I'm not sure if that's made things better.
Oh, yeah.
I do have the mod fire starter, which allows me to light flammable objects on fire. It's part of hot cold.
Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead and do that.
Fighting the goddamn
Okay.
Laughinator.
1d4 plus 5. Oh wait, 1d4 plus. Yeah, it's just 1d4 plus 5. Because a lot of that effects goes into its effect. 3 damage. Nope, that's 1d4 5. So 8 damage. And then yeah, I light anything that's flammable on its head on fire.
Okay, you see the weight kind of sizzle away, and the face mask start to melt as you see the more metal components. Looks like a freaking Terminator. It's a Meta Man though, without any skin or synthetic tissue. And you see the makeup run down his face as it kind of sizzles and fries. And he says, "May I show you around?" And it kind of just falls down on the ground.
I look at granted I'm the one that lit its head on fire, but I look over at Disco and I go, hey, I think we killed the greeter.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna do us any favors. Don't worry, we gotta finish this fucker off. We gotta finish this poor bastard off. It's not his fault.
I float down next to them and be like, oh, hey guys. Fancy meeting you down here.
Yeah, welcome to the party, pal. Sorry, I had to slip a Die Hard quote in there. It's part of my contract.
I'm like, I wasn't expecting you guys to follow me initially. I was gonna come
leave
meet
you
you.
alone with a clown robot.
I was gonna come up and meet you guys
You
up
already
there.
had a creepy ass run-in with a clown in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I haven't told them about that yet, and I point to frequency. But like, I was gonna tell them after this whole event.
Yeah, we can discuss your midnight rendezvous later. First, and I point to this guy, we need to put an end to this.
Isn't he dead?
Last I heard, he was still making noises. He just has a melted face.
Yeah,
Not
he's
exactly.
beeping and booping. He
Oh.
looks. He's kind of like slowly twitching and stuff.
Oh god, he's regressed to R2D2 with a palsy. There we go. I can't talk. Might be the wine's fault.
While they're doing that, I want
Whose
to
turn is it?
float back up to the room up there to see and do one last like check to see if there's anything we missed.
It's too late for that. The ceiling has closed down, and now it looks like there is nothing above you. Just this hallway you're in.
Just the distant sound of gunshot going, guys?
Doesn't he have
well,
like a
shit.
chainsaw that he could have cut through the fucking metal with?
Could have tried,
I
but
don't
not
know
in
if
time to
you've
get to
used a
you.
chainsaw before, but doesn't really work on iron bars.
Yeah.
Especially his, which is more for soft flesh. Although, wait a minute, with the whole Metaman trafficking thing, I'm sure he's used to dealing with metal. He's got to
Yeah,
have
he doesn't have a
something.
normal. He doesn't have a normal chainsaw, but anything he could have done would have been too little, too late.
I mean, it's gun show. I float up and I just hear the grinding of like metal bars, and I'm like, he'll catch up to us eventually. And I float back down and be like, well, he's trying to get in. He'll be. If we make this quick, we can get back to him before he gets in.
Would he get in here for 2 gun show snacks?
He just burrows a hole straight through the infrastructure.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Gun show snacks? No, 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 no.
Yeah, it's just like 50 BMG rounds. Like, yeah, man, whatever.
All right, I do have to say this would be a great time to close off. Sledgehammer. A thought goes through your head as you look down this hallway. You remember Anomaly's words. Stay away from the entertainer. Things don't look good going down that road. And you get a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm a cop in a town full of superheroes and supervillains. I haven't had a good feeling about something in decades. This is just
You're not
part
a
of the job.
you're not a detective that goes by the feeling.
Well, it's one of those things like, yeah, man, 15 years ago, I got a bad feeling about this. Now that's just a Tuesday. I've had so many bad feelings about this that it's just like, yeah, no, that's pretty standard. Main thing in my head is I can't let these two die. And I'm looking at you and you. Like, nah, you didn't sign up for this.
You're like the essential like what Muldock or Moloch. I'm too old for this shit because it's just happening all the time, but yet you're still doing it.
Murdoch.
Murdoch, yeah, that's it. I was close.
I'm not quite there, but I'm getting there.
I was more referencing the How I Met Your Mother on it episode on it where he watches the Lethal Weapon, and then the guy's Murdoch's like, I'm too old for this. But then there's, is it Lethal Weapon? Then there's
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 2, 3, 4, and every time he still says it, he's like, he's still saying it, but like he's still doing it. So is it really too old for that shit?
And no, the chief is too old for this shit. I'm wishing I was too old for this shit. Unfortunately, I'm just the right age for this shit. I wish I wasn't.
Oh,
Someone's
boy.
got to deal with this fucking psychopath.
Yeah. Well, and with that, viewers, our heroes have infiltrated the funny business establishment and found it's anything but what they expected, but they kind of saw that coming.
This is exactly what I expected. I told y'all. I knew you shouldn't have put the key in that. The number of I told you, if we survive, the number of I told you so's is going in the Guinness Book of World Records. You're not going to be able to sleep for a fucking week. Holy shit.
Just
Just turn on the murder. What's the worst thing that could happen?
every 3 seconds, it's just
You
it's
wanted
just
to go kill the clowns.
Yeah, there's a system. There's a system to this, man. Now we're in it.
That's the best place to be.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm just saying there's easier ways to get a girl's number than to get pegged in a shed in an alley. Like, holy shit, we could have had just a little bit of just
planning, foresight, whatever. Maybe talk to someone who's been through this shit a couple times, but no, let's put the key in the fucking Laughinator. Like, we'll get.
I'm picturing this
It's
as like I rejoin with them, and he's just going off on a monologue to Frequency right after they just dismember this Meta Man, and I'm just walking up to him, like ripping a new butthole to Frequency on a monologue of like, we should have done it my way and blah 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 blah, and we're just standing there like waiting for him to finish so we can get on to go kill this guy.
I'm not even waiting until the thing's dead. I'm swinging my hammer into this thing's skull the whole time. It's just like, you couldn't have fucking waited. No, you had to put the key in the thing. Jesus.
You put it out of its misery, and after it's out of its misery, then you turn your sights on Frequency while
No,
you.
even during the whole putting, the whole old yeller behind the shed thing, even during that, I am going on and on. I am insufferable.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming at this point you're just sledgehammer meets concrete, as you're not even focused on what you're hitting. You're just yelling at Frequency.
Oh
Just
yeah, we'll
imagine-
go to Funny Business Incorporated, have a few laughs. Yeah, no, it's that whole thing. It just.
Oh my gosh. Just imagine you guys got like mopey face, like quiet during the whole thing because you're not used to this side of him.
And it's all because I don't want to see you fuckers die. God damn it. You need to have some sort of survival instinct that you desperately lack.
Honestly, Frequency would be just sitting there kind of like going, yeah, okay. I wouldn't pout or anything. I'd just basically be going, yeah, while in my head going, we'll be fine.
I float down to see this, and I'm like, he needs this moment right now. Just let him have it. All right.
Oh, Donnie, were you talking?
I'm just excited. I'm like rubbing my hands
okay.
thinking about next session.
It looked like you were talking, but I couldn't hear anything over the mic. I wasn't sure if you were cutting out.
Oh no. Viewers, tune in next week to find out what trials our heroes endure within the funny business establishment.
Mwah!
Villainous laughter. This is actually pretty fucked up.
Before we leave, I'm gone Friday, so we'll have to do it Wednesday or Thursday.
I could do Thursday.
Because I'm leaving town for holiday, so I'm gonna be back home for a week. The Friday after Christmas, I might be, or the weekend after Christmas, I'll probably be able to do, but next week I'll be leaving Friday so we'd have to do it during the week.
Thursday works.
I should be good for Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday works for everyone.
It should work.
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So long,
Going
everyone.
to
Later.
Yeah, later.
Adiosos.